Hello everybody, this is Maria again. I wanted to show you I had originally colored these two images to show you how I color hair and skin, and I will link on the description section so that you can see where I colored the skin and the hair. And then I was playing around with this image. I had two of them and I wanted to finish coloring it so you could see how it would look, because it was going to take me a while. So I decided just to do the whole image and then show you step by step with this one. Hopefully I'm just going to actually just do the shirt, and then maybe I'll do the jeans separately on another video. But let's go ahead and play around with this one. I'm going to try a color similar to this one, but I chose something that's more like in the burgundy tone. So let's go ahead and play around with this image and see what we come up with. Let's see, I'm gonna choose for this image R32, 35, R37, and maybe R39. So let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead, since it is a small shirt, I'm gonna see if I can maybe just color the whole shirt with the lightest color. So you can see that. I'm going to leave the bottom not color because I may do a different color there, but we'll see. I haven't really planned out what I'm going to do with this one, so let's just do color the shirt first. Just like that. And I'm going to go to the second color, the darkest, second darkest, R35. And I'm going to sort of map out where I want the shadows to be on the shirt. I wanted to keep it simple, not too complicated. So she's leaning, so I'm going to make that side darker where she's leaning. So I went over the line a little bit there. So I'm going to just kind of go like that, and maybe under here a bit, and under here just a bit. And then over here on this, under the hair, should be darker because the hair is casting a shadow. So we'll do that. And maybe over here too a little bit. Let's see. Let's start with that and see where we go from there. I'm going to go R37, and I'm just going to go over what I just did. Just kind of make that a little darker. Like that. Just kind of playing around with it for now and see where I want to go with it. And then let's see, I'll leave the darkest for later, R39. Let's see. So I'm going to go back down to R35, and I'm going to turn the paper to make this a little easier for me. I'm going to pull the color a little bit more towards the center, just a little bit. And here, just kind of pull it upward, and just kind of just pull the color out. That's what I'm doing, just pulling the color towards the center. And just kind of pull it a little more towards the center. Oops, I went over that line there. Let's see. Let's go from there. Then I'm going to go to the lightest, which is R32. And I'm going to turn my paper again to make this a little easier. Just pulling that color out. I think I'm going to pull it in because this color for some reason doesn't blend very well. This kind of tends to want to pull the dark color a little too much. So I'm just going to, I may have to do tip to tip here because it's not blending nicely. Then I'm going to turn over this way to get this side as well. See, I'm going from the center and then towards the color because I don't like the way this is blending. Or sometimes I like to do circular motions, it depends. See how that's not blending very well? So I'm going to do tip to tip with my R35. So I'm just gonna go get some of that color out into my tip. Can't even see it that well, but I'll get some of that color in and it'll blend better. See that? That looks a little better. So I'm just gonna make sure. I may need a little more. Make sure I got enough on that tip. And you can see, hopefully you can see the difference there. I'm not going to make this shirt too complicated, just very simple shading. And just kind of leaving here in the center a little bit of a highlight. And then I'm going to go back with my darkest colors and kind of just, so I'm going to get some of the color off my tip. And I think I got it off. So I'm going to go back, I'm going to go grab my darkest to see, just to add darker shading, the R39. So I'm just going to kind of add, just to add a little bit more drama to this. Let's see. And just like that. Maybe going here and just add a little more dark. See, it makes it nicer, more definition when you add the really dark ones. Just kind of play around with it and see what you like. Not everybody likes the same thing, so I'm going to go to my second less dark, which is the R37. And I'm just going to pull some of that color out again like I did before. Just love this reds. They're so pretty. It has like a hint of burgundy. Really like it. And just pull that color a little more. I like to turn the paper. It's kind of helps me. See where we're going, and then we're going to go back to R35 and continue to pull that darker color towards the middle. I'm going to put more here, and you can see kind of like what this is looking like. I can turn the paper here, but that's okay. It's just I'm just going to leave that center there, sort of like a highlight. And then I'm going to touch again tip to tip because I don't want the color to, I'm going to do it this way this time so I can see a little better what I'm doing with the tips. So then I'm going to go ahead and continue coloring here like this. Okay, I think I like that. I'm going to take some of that color off. And then I'm just going to go over the whole thing in the middle like this. So hopefully you can see the difference there. I'm going to have to color the whole shirt. I messed up here, so I'm just going to have to. I probably would just go darker on the bottom here. Give that a try. I'll just go with the R39 just to make that darker there. So it has a contrast. I'm just going to do blending. I'm just going to make it dark, and then the color, I'll do the same thing. There we go. So there you have it. There's simple coloring of the shirt, and I hope you like that. I'll list at the bottom in the description the colors that I used again, and I'll also link to my first video where I color the hair and the skin on this image. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that you subscribe, and to see you again. Bye bye.